I think they all know what to do. Sweet. So if you don't want to have to tell them what to do every single time you relog into the game, just make sure you start the next day and let them do a couple of things. Nobody's bought those, so they're still not gonna be filled. And back to it. It's never ending. It will never end. I'm Ed. Did I only have one box of that? I think I did. Never mind. The cards will tell. The past, the present, and the future is what? Oh my god. I forget what that's from. Is that from Hercules? No. Oh, I didn't see The Princess and the Frog. Yeah, we were at that last stream. We were at 100 grand last stream, but we spent money to put more things in the store. I don't think RNGesus is gonna bless us here. We still have like 12 cards to go from this pack. And nothing. It's not what I was looking for. Had to adjust my glasses. Yeah, I had to toss my hair back. All 2 strands of it. It was getting in my face. I can get a mod that will open the packs 1,000 times faster. I'm kind of afraid to put any mods on this game because I'm on day 211. I don't know if the mods are going to screw up my save file. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, I just keep throwing cards away. It's probably the ones that I need to. Make sure these are working. Oh, there it is.
Ew, you're stinky! Why? Why are you stinky? You smell! Go shower!
Okay, good.
Ew, you're stinky! Why? Why are you stinky? You smell! Go shower!
Why'd I do it twice? Okay. Oh, my sound effect.
Ew, you're stinky! Why? Why?
And then you play again, Kevin.
You smell! Go shower!
Right? Hi, Kevin. Why don't you get a double? I'm pretty sure it's because the website didn't react when I pushed the button the first time, so it played it twice. Because you know how well Streamlabs builds websites. Like, they make wonderful apps. /s. Yeah, I was about to download a mod for opening packs faster on Med's suggestion, but then the website was like, "Oh, I need you to be registered." No. I shouldn't have to register my name and my email address to download a fucking mod. You either offer them for free or that's it. I'm not giving you my information so you can sell it to Apple or whoever. You can install a download, an amount of download tracker on your website. Link clicker or whatever you want to call it. You don't need my info to download your garbage. And it didn't offer a mirror website either. Yeah, the thing is, when it said you had to be registered and then it gave you the option to have a free or download, it's like, nope. What you want is for me to sign up and then you'll paywall a few mods and make me pay a premium to access your website. No, thank you. I won't even let YouTube charge me. What the fuck makes you think I'm gonna pay money to use mods that you probably got for free from other people? And if I can't have a mod because it's all locked behind paywalls, then I'd rather not use a mod. Dice Tower nerd. Nothing seems to be horribly empty. That's good. Alright. Green deck box. Epic Destiny. Oops. Shit. Oh well, better buy that too. And that. We have one to go there. Bought all those. We almost have everything here unlocked. Did I forget anything since I already accidentally clicked things? No. Okay. What do we have in here? Deck box green. Okay, I need that. And one of those and one of those. Itchy. Oh. What is this? Oh. This is my other box of smelly stuff. That's what I needed. I needed to open it. Get over there. Okay, medium rocks. One of those. Oh, I need it there. Okay, blue and green. Blue, green. And that seems to be it. Like, all the games are still on the shelf, yeah? So what we did from last time was we just filled both sides of this shelf with not even all the playmats yet. And we bought the new premium deck boxes over here. And that's about it. Alright, pay the bit. Oh, already paid the bills. Okay, stock order. Let the boys stock the store. I really think they need to be a little bit looser on this RNG. This is kind of ridiculous for a single-player game. I don't want my RNG based on reality, damn it. I'm playing a video game. I play video games for escapism. Not to sit there and go, God, I can't even win this. It's supposed to let us think we can win the lottery. That we can pull the best cards. That we can have the best weapons. But no. Instead, you spend 6 months doing the exact same raid over and over and over again just to get a fucking flying mount. Why, games? Hang on, I gotta open the store, otherwise these nerds are just gonna stand here. Yeah, go buy shit. Man, I wish I had 83 grand right now. I mean, it'd be gone in minutes, but... RNG mechanic means game plays you? It does. It just means I'm gonna be holding my freaking finger on the mouse button the whole time. Wonder how long I can resist the call of the Holocure? Quite a long time, because I've been resisting playing it even though I have plenty of things to do on that game. And if you think I'm going to log into that game just to do the new things, you're wrong. I have other things to catch up on in that game. Haven't gotten any furniture, haven't done any fishing, haven't even finished all the levels. I've opened all the things, I've spent all the gold, but I haven't earned a million. There's lots of things to do that don't involve all the new mechanics and the new things. Probably roll for the new girls, if there's new girls. I think it's still missing a couple of gens. It's missing... Whose gen is it missing? Or did he finally flesh out all the gens? Probably missing Regalos. Or did he toss Regalos in there? Game, quit being a dick and just give us the fucking cards we need so we can move on to the rare packs. We're only on pack 1 of 8. I mean, we could stop doing this, but then we just end up doing a different pack. And it would be the same thing. We're just letting the store run itself while we continuously open packs of cards. I suppose we have a better chance of getting the other ghost cards, though. We've already gotten 16 of them. This is the definition of insanity. It is not. Eventually, we'll get something different out of them. We know that for a fact. Mathematically, we will. If you open enough packs, mathematically you will get everything. We're just on pack, I don't know, 17,000 out of 10 million. We're fine. We're working our way towards it. I don't want to go to work tomorrow either. Oh, I'm going to be home, semi-late for the next 4 days. Because one of my operators decided to skip town a week early. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, they're all yours. I'm like, great. Let's do the BLTs tomorrow. It was 50-50 in my head too. I just decided. She doesn't like being attacked by bacon, but she... Oh. Suppose we could keep those going. How many do we have left to open? No, those are the comic books. Oh. Okay. We can open four more. 4 more playmats. We can open almost all the comic books. What about the figurines? Can we open these yet? 70 and 75. Oh, I think we can fully expand now. Huh. Yep. Full shop expansion. Yay! And I believe we can also expand this one. Didn't get an achievement for that, though. We could just put more shelves here. That would make it annoying a little bit to look around in one room. We'd have to do a lot of rearranging. Well, we need to earn more cash anyway, so... Do. Okay. I guess we can get another one of those. Or we can get the big one. Big one. Small card display. Let's just get that. Just in case we get some more ghosties. Yeah. Congrats on being big. Yes, yes, big. I guess we can put that there. Can't move that while those guys are playing. That's kind of rude. I will probably run these tables all the way to the end, actually. Make some more room here so we just have more shopping room. We'll probably move these as close to the wall as they can be. And then probably do like the around the room kind of thing. That'll probably work. They still walk behind the shelves, which I really don't understand, but okay. And being big, all that means is now my bills are probably higher. We'll let everybody filter out there. America size now, right? Super sized. Still not cards we need. Please give us the ones that we need. Nope. Tried to type it in. You need deodorant and a bunch of packs. Okay. So were you like buying a bunch of Tetramon packs and then you're just like, you know what I realized? I'm disgusting. I need to spray my stealth down. I don't need your opinion. It's like, you know what, guys? I think I just realized I smell like a pile of shit. Well, I mean, if you have anosmia, I guess you're that person's best friend. No, you're not a Mog. No. Why are these two guys sitting by themselves, looking like they're typing on invisible keyboards? Are they the same person? They kind of... Night. You guys have a good sleep. Alright, well, one of those. One of the blue deck boxes. Albums, yellow sleeves. Medium. Rocks and bats. Boxes and volume 1 and 2. Blue, red, and yellow. There's no like random boxes on the ground, is there? Okay. Bills. Games. Other stuff. I think I'm doomed to never have my glasses sit on my face just right. Excuse me. Hang on, I'm adjusting my headphones here. I don't know, the game might be tired of our, opening only the one pack shenanigans here. Why was getting that one important? It was like a $10 card. What is this? Oh yeah, that's a shelf. Damn, these people stinky. What in the hell? I think somebody stole my box of deodorant again. Of course the doggos are doing a members only stream. But then again, if I were a member... GG's dunking on the noobs in League. Yeah. I had the stream on for like a minute or two before I started. Nuris's point of view. GG was over there just like barking orders. And then all I heard Fauna say was, "I'm coming, I'm coming." I'm like, And she said it in the League gamer voice. Fauna also said she's too deep. Amazing. She's doing it on purpose. Gotta get that fan service in. So, since they all installed League of Legends, does that mean all of those girls just turned into fat 32-year-old gamers? Fat 32-year-old dudes named Chad? While Rissa kept saying, "You're so good," in her sultry voice. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is definitely a fan service episode. Until they uninstall the game, they're pretty much just going to be overweight 30-year-olds named Chad. Oh no, wait, when you're 30, you don't have the reflexes to play League anymore. That's right. You're washed up if you're a 30-year-old professional gamer. Washed up. Has anyone bought those cards yet? My god, really? I refuse to lower the price. You can pay $154 for that card. Hand over the cash, nerd. Nope, it wasn't stars. It was rocks. Bat. Sorry to pull you out of that. That was pleasing. And now back to the nightmare fuel. There were quite a few kisses in that. Yeah, I've been listening to Shondo's ASMRs a lot lately, and some of them are just kind of blurst. Making a lot of old man noises today. I don't know why. Lots of yawning. Still nothing we need. We should probably open the store. There we go. Dinging me with all of these cards that we already have. Trying to sleep here. Only ding me when we got something new. Although the game doesn't actually do that. It says that it does. Oh, it's like show new card. It's not new if I already have it. Oh, by the way, that ASMR person's name is Tabasuko, and she is apparently a taco. An octo person. Because that ASMR was called Taco ASMR. If you're interested in hearing more kisses from a taco. She's at the top of the list of independents. I believe she's the second one in. Still nothing. Gets to a point where you're just like, where was all the good luck that we had before? That we got like 8 or 9 of these. Like, am I doing something wrong? This is the only way to get those cards. Like, do I just have too many, do I have too many, what do you call it? Duplicates? Excuse me. Lord, why? I mean, it is pretty boring. I mean, even if I were to occupy my time with getting the rest of the inventory in the shop, finding or setting up a place for every single thing in the stock room, doing all of that, I'm still gonna have to open these packs. Unless they come up with a better solution. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Game, please. Can we just break the RNG now? Laysai. Do. Damn, bro. Does cards sell yet? There. It must have fluctuated in price, and that's why nobody was buying them. Because everybody else bought the 40% markups. I guess they were just too incredibly expensive. I'll double check them. Market price 1, 2, 3, 4 round. Okay. Okay, whatever. Alright, the green one. Oops. And that one. Jesus. Why am I so tired? I didn't do anything today. Rare. Eh. Volume 1 and Devil, guys. The blue decks apparently sold out for some fucking reason. Just everybody wanted them, apparently. Let's get one. Does a whole box fit on the show? I don't remember. No, apparently a whole box does not. Okay, the duplicates page is very, very useful. Okay, let's fix these tables really quick. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. Q. There for a second. Key. I say Q. Yeah. Guess we can put another table in here. Gotta run all the way down the street and grab one of our tables here. Technically, we could fit one more, but I'm not worried about it right now. Release the nerds. Cole, bro, you look like you need, I don't know, a vacation or something? Still not a card that we needed. Come on, game. We still have so many packs to get through. And this is definitely close to the definition of sanity. I think it's going to drive me more insane than it is actually being an insane venture. It's growling at something in her sleep. And now she's trying to get it. She's chasing it. beginning to suspect that these cards don't exist. Again. What you up to, Kevin? Weekly Hearthstone ring. Ah. Are you winning? %60 of the time, every time. Like I've said before, I have a 100% win ratio in Apex Legends. Because I only played one game. And we won that one game. 100% ratio. Were the opponents sentient, as far as I'm aware? It's still a 100% win ratio. I interest me.
あなた、名前は何だったかしら。ああ。
I mean, I'm pretty sure my teammates carried me, but still. I don't even think I killed anyone either, so it was a 100% no-kill win ratio. Oh, I think I might have killed one person. And I lived through the whole thing, too. I mostly just stayed out of my teammates' way. If they shot somebody, I shot them too. Or I aimed. I provided cover when they were running across the screen and I saw bullets flying at them. I would shoot it where the bullets were. I was just doing, you know, practical things that would help my teammates. This is a pretty short game, too. It was funny, like, the second that champions thing came up, I was just like, well, I'm uninstalling the game. I didn't have time to play it anyway, I just wanted to try it out. It was fun, but I really didn't have anybody to play with. It's another one of those, you know, like, sure, Overwatch is fun. Honestly, if you have people to play and joke around with. Otherwise, you're just soloing. Solo queuing. And if you're solo queuing and you're like a really good badass player, then that's one thing, but if you're not a good badass player, then solo queuing is just, I don't know, it's lonely. And I feel like I don't make as many friends online as I used to back in the day. Everybody's filtering out. I really don't care to be in there. I'm even antisocial in a video game. Perfect. It's like, ew, there's too many people in there. I don't want to go in there. Oh my god, what have I done? Apparently those were the wrong ones. Let's remedy that right now. Because I didn't pay attention to the packaging. I guarantee you a lot of these are cleared out. Well, a few of them. I'm not changing that out until they're sold. Rare. Now, epic and legendary. Basic and 2 epic. Just a big pig. Volume 3. That's the one with the boobies. Because everybody loves Volume 3, so it's gotta have the boobies in it. People don't go to Comic-Con to not get boobies. So what are you up to, Intricity? I already asked Kevin, and he says he's Hearthstoning. Maple Story grinding. Probably more exciting than this. You know, this could be way more exciting if the RNG wasn't so ridiculous. Or if I could get the cards some other way, I would rather earn money and spend way too much on a card than have to continuously open these packs. Don't get me wrong, I like opening packs, but not just one type. For the rest of the time that I play this game. Sorry, stretching. Am I just standing in the wrong place? Let's go right here. I wish grinding was fun. Aw. Cards seem to be moving faster at the very least. I think it's because we're farther away from all the things going on with the AI. Feels like they're going a little slower when I point myself towards the store. I keep forgetting where the buttons are. Yay! I'm gonna have dementia by the time I'm 60. Well, that definitely didn't change our RNG any. It's nice that we're getting these, like, almost the best cards, but they're not the ones that we need. Like, if you're gonna give us the almost the best cards, give us the ones that we have holes. Oh well. I'm tired of people walking through me while I'm doing this. If I could go hide down in like those little alcoves, I would. Like, leave me alone while I'm opening my packs. Oh. Sorry, I forgot to lower the volume. My bad. Sorry about that. It's like, that must have been incredibly loud. My apologies. Why didn't you guys say anything? Like, the pack opening sounds are too loud. Because during the break we were listening to ASMR and I completely forgot. You can have a semi-sane volume level now. Unless I turn on the ASMR taco lady again. Too bad it's not Ina ASMR, but we'll take any taco we can get. I don't even think... I don't know, would Ina take ASMR seriously? I don't think she'd be able to take it seriously. Or she'd do it too well. It's like one or the other. She would be giggling the entire time, or like, you know, cringing the entire time, or she would be like really good at it. Thinking is too shy. Dear God. I don't know, guys. Maybe we should hiatus this game for a bit if we're just not gonna make that much headway. Or I need to just grind only that. Grind only the packs and don't expand or do anything like that. Off stream. But then we'd go up farther in level, so you'd see me go from like level 66 to something ridiculous. Did those blue decks sell out again? Oh no, he's filling them up right now. But they are selling out. No, no, don't rest. Cole, get back here. Restock shelves, no. I was trying to look at the tag. There we go. No, I mean, they're $5 above market. They're just selling very quickly. Okay. Maybe I'll go over here for a change. Assuming I can place my boxes correctly. So playing this game slowly, getting all the things. This is not counting the cards. So if we just said screw it, we're not going to get all the cards. If we just focused on getting everything as we get up in the levels. I think it would be a bit faster. But gaining the levels is the problem. We do get experience every time people sit down, every time we make a sale, and every time we open a pack. We took the packs out of it, because I think we only get like 8 or 9 XP. Yeah, sometimes we get 14. $10 for that one. $7 for that one. $14 for that one. 12. 21. So it depends on the value of the cards that we pull out of the packs that give us experience? Or is it random? So $1.50 gave us 8 XP. 96 cents, 7 XP. 5.98, 16 XP. 689, 16 XP. $26 XP. I think it's random. It just gives you random amounts of XP. Interesting. Everybody wants those blue decks, and I don't know why. Epic and legendary. Oh, the legendary boxes are empty. Rocks and stars. Cleanser and Volume 2. And blue and green. I keep bleeding over. I don't know why. Ugh. I'm starting to think you can't even pull those other cards. We haven't gotten a full art foil in a couple of streams now, if not more. Like 3, 4 streams? techno playing Hades. No, he's probably like you guys playing like 2 or 3 games at once. Yesterday was your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Intricity. Did you do anything fun on your birthday? No. The parents get you a present? Friends get you anything? The fam take you out to dinner or something? Anybody make you dinner? Just stayed home all day? Alright. Happy full sun orbit, right? Did anybody say anything nice to you? Like happy birthday? I mean, I've had birthdays like that. No? Jesus. Are birthdays not a big deal in other cultures? I really don't know. I feel like sometimes they are and sometimes they're not. I mean, the same can be said about anything, but I feel like some cultures don't really celebrate birthdays. They just, you know, they're just like, congratulations on surviving yet another year in the gulag. I don't know. Mom says it's the anniversary of her C-section. Wow. Ah. Family. Ugh. You know, I think I'd complain less if we were getting at least one full art boilie that we need, like, every stream. Because, you know, then we have, like, sort of a baseline of how many packs we need to open just to get one more, you know. But maybe the odds are very much against us by this point. And maybe all this pack opening just needs to be done off stream. I'm pretty sure Kevin was here in Tricity, but Med suggested that I get a mod that just allows me to open packs like 1,000 times faster. Well, when I went to the website he suggested and clicked on the mod and everything, I was like, okay, yeah, let's install this mod. First of all, it wanted me to install, or it wanted me to register on the website to download the mod. That's an immediate red flag to me. Second of all, it was like, hey, you can download, if you pay a fee, you can download from a guaranteed mirror or something like that, you know. You can download directly from the site if you pay a fee. And then another thing was, oh, this is a supplementary mod that needs to be attached to another mod. It's like, to open packs faster? Really? There isn't just a single mod that does this? And apparently the mod that person made is based on that person's code. It's like, really? Okay. Then I don't want to do any of it. Don't lock your shit behind registration or paywalls. You're not supposed to be paid for people to use mods. Now, technically, it's not locked behind a paywall, because you can still download it if you just register with the website. But I don't want to give you any information, regardless of whether or not it's accurate. Because any time a website that has something that's free, I never give it a legitimate email. I give it like a trash email that, you know, if that email died, it would be perfectly fine with me. You know, I make burner emails for things like that. But I don't want to take the time to have to find all my burner email information and blah blah blah. I just don't want to do it. You shouldn't require people to like give you their information because you want to get something out of people downloading from your website. Like, if you're not offering the shit for free, absolutely free, anybody can download it anytime from anywhere. You know, that's one thing, but I heard burger email. Yes, I used my burger email. My hamburger email. It's makehamburgercountry@gmail.com. My other one is nice@gmail.com. Wonder if that Gmail is taken. But anytime that somebody has something that is free, and wants you to register with their site to download it or use it, they just want to use your information. They want to give out your email to random spammers and whoever's willing to pay the price. Because data is a very lucrative industry. And if you can sell data to data brokers, you make some money. Now, a website like that is just going to use, like, the email and whatever else you ask for. So he's not going to get, the person who's running the site's not going to get shitloads of money. But somebody will pay him for that. Just be the guy that makes their own mods. Not saying that I probably couldn't, but it'll take me a lot of research. And I don't have time. I mean, I could probably just put all my time into that one thing, but there's a lot of other things I want to put my time into. I have no experience with modding games, but I've only ever used other people's tools and know nothing about coding. I'm sure if taught properly, I could understand it. But every time that I've tried to take a coding class of any kind, you know, they go through the motions of telling you, oh, here's the basics, here's the things about programming that you need to understand, this is how databases work, this is how this works, and every single time you're sitting there like, this is exactly the beginning of Java class, because I did one for, I did a beginner's class for Java, beginner and intermediate, failed the intermediate class. No, I didn't fail it, I just dropped out, because I had other things I needed to take care of, but I passed the first one okay. But then the next class I went into was for Perl script, and they were just like repeating the same shit. You know, beginner Perl script was just like, oh hey, okay, so this is JavaScript, this is C++, this is this, you know, and here, because Perl script is for databases, here's how you start Perl script, and then they go through all the motions that they were teaching you with Java class, and then I did one for C++, and it was the same fucking thing. It's just like 6 weeks of, here's the beginning of what you need to know. It's like, but we've already learned this, but you have to spend your time answering the questions again, which are slightly different every time. And I was just like, okay, I'm done with this. Then I tried web design, and it was almost literally the same fucking thing. Although I was better at HTML. Hello world, yeah. It would always have you do that fucking thing. I am lead Haxor now, yes. I was not lead Haxor when I left those classes. I learned how to read a textbook and answer questions. All my classes right now just say use whatever language you're comfortable in to do this assignment. I bet that's confusing. I don't know, if the professor's good, then... Your robotics class is purely C++, though. Yeah, I think that's one of the more common ones right now, isn't it? Or is it Python? No, I heard, isn't Python like old and out of date? Or rather old and useless? Oh look, two people just staring forward. Python is? Oh. Maybe it's the other way around then. Is this the one with the two guys? It is. Ugh, the Domino's is coming back to punch me in the throat. Gross. The government recently put out something related to C++ being unsafe to use, though. Might be hackable, I guess? More hackable? I don't know anything about programming. Or, honestly, like, data safety. I mean, I know enough to, like, not get my shit stolen easily. But, that's about it. Like, I know to like, keep my devices on, you know, closed networks and stuff like that, but, I mean, even if you do that, it is eventually connected to the internet, so you're at risk no matter what you do, but you're less at risk for certain things. Like, don't go broadcasting everything you're doing. Don't be stupid. That's usually... Don't be stupid and give out your information. That's usually, like, the best course of action right there. One of each of the big ones, okay. Don't be an internet Timmy dipshit. It's basically the best advice you can get. Those blue decks again, man. People really like the water deck. Day 218. I'm just about ready to commit seppuku. What? The dog just looked up at me after I said that. Grizzly's like, what? Nothing. Where you going, Grizz? Okay, fine. She's going for a drink. Okay. Come to our card shop. There's a woman inside. Oh, now the dog's staring at me. I don't know why she wants to go out now, but she can wait a couple of minutes. What time is it? 10:30? I think it's because the other dogs are outside. Oh my god, are we ever gonna get anything? They should work now? I could be wrong. For some reason it was like hung up on one of them. And it was showing that all of them were trying to be played at once. Streamlabs. Hold on. No, it still says test in browser source now, so that's better, I think. No idea. So only the first 6 work for you? That literally sounds like Streamlabs' problem, or Sound Alert's problem. Because it says everything's working fine on my end. So I have no clue what's happening with the UI or anything like that. I mean, I've refreshed the site a couple of times. The only thing else I can think of is to like stop and restart the stream, but I don't think that's really going to help. I think it's the distance plus the website refusing to do things. Did I order the wrong one? I did order the wrong one. God damn it. They all went for that box. Oh, of course, Cole's the one who picks it up first. Alright. Let's open this. Guess this can be thrown in here. We're on opposite ends of the continent playing VTuber sounds at each other. Our ancestors must be so proud. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, this is like... If our ancestors probably saw us streaming, they'd probably be like, what the hell are you doing? Why aren't you, like... you know, helping grow food or trying to better the economy or something like that. They'd probably look at a lot of streamers and go, "What the hell are you doing?" They'd look at a lot of people's jobs and go, "Really? Is this really important?" pretty sure they do that to a lot of people. Be like, do you consider this to be an essential part of life? Doing this work? Like, Be like, what the hell's a TCG? Again, not the most intuitive placing system in the world. I think I'm starting to get sick of this. I mean, I was just frustrated with it before, but now I'm just sitting here like, this is fucking stupid. We're not getting any of the cards. Like, at first we were getting, we were at least getting per stream, like 1 or 2, like a ghost card and, like a full art foil, but now we're not getting any of that. We're sometimes getting the second most expensive card, but we're getting it for the ones that we've already filled. So we're getting duplicates, and we're not getting the full art foils and stuff that we need to complete the set. And it's been several streams. The only things that we have gotten, I think we've gotten 2 more ghost cards that we didn't have. And from what I understand, those are more rare than the full art foils. So the game is literally shitting on us trying to not give us the cards that we want. I mean, I don't think the game is doing it intentionally. But I think this game is starting to bore me to death now. We've broken 100,000 a couple of times. Not that that really means anything. Pretty sure if you have like $1 million, the game recognizes it. You're telling me your job is to sit here and talk to yourself, right? I'm pretty sure just the existence of porn would blow those people away. Like, the kind of porn, like the variety, would just absolutely blow them away. Sort of like when Quagmire discovered internet porn. Yep. Wasn't that happening to those North Korean soldiers in Russia? Yeah, they were literally just jerking it to internet porn for, wow, inordinate amounts of time. It's not like somebody's gonna restrict their access to the internet. Like, even their commander, I'm sure, was just like, handed a cell phone. Like, here you go. Here's a smartphone. I'm sure the very first thing he did was look up stuff that he wanted to know about. I'm sure there's like one or two of those soldiers that are just like, what happens outside of North Korea? And is just like getting a history lesson like Lilu in The Fifth Element. Still nothing. I just like docked all of it over. Nice. Good job, Demos. Good job. Yeah, apparently they were watching all kinds of like content and looking at TikTok and, you know, just literally finding porn and everything else, so. Like this one guy didn't know that women could provocatively dance. Like, bro. Blew his mind. You know, I've been thinking lately, it's just like, I kind of feel like every time I stream, I end up like almost hoarse after it. And like maybe I'm improperly speaking or I just don't talk enough in my normal life. Or, you know, I'm just not healthy enough to continuously talk, which kind of scares me. I don't think it's the health. I mean, yeah, I like mute the microphone and cough because I'm a stupid smoker, and I should probably quit doing that, but that's it's harder than it sounds. Like, your brain is your own worst enemy when it comes to that shit. Your brain will make all kinds of excuses to your body to say, you know, oh, you need nicotine. The next thing you know, you're mindlessly lighting up. Smoking is bad, okay? Bad for you. The problem is, your brain knows it's bad for you, your body knows it's bad for you, yet your body still craves it, and your brain still craves it. It's horrible. It's also the habitual, behavior. That's the word I was looking for. You just gotta stop doing it for a certain amount of time, then you won't need to do it. The problem is getting to the point where you're gonna stop it. And you have to be okay with it. That's the whole thing. If you want to stop, but you can't, then you might need help. But if you tell yourself you want to stop, but you really don't want to stop, or you want to stop, but you want it to be so super easy that you don't notice it happens, that's not gonna help. That is not how you quit. You're like, oh, I want to like take a chemical or something, and you know, my body doesn't want to do it anymore. That only kind of works for a couple of habits, and it only works because it makes you sick if you do it. I think there is a chemical you can take, a prescription, that if you smoke, you get really, really sick. Because it already has, like, it either already has nicotine in it, or it has some kind of chemical that reacts badly with nicotine. It doesn't kill you, but it makes you incredibly sick. Just like there are some drugs that if you eat too much, it will make you throw up. Like if you have too many calories or something in your... I don't know how that works. You'd have to ask somebody who's taking it, or a doctor, but... I do remember a friend of mine taking a drug that would make them incredibly sick if they smoked a cigarette. Well, not incredibly sick, but it would make them feel like 10 tons of garbage. And I also heard if you use, like, the patch and you still smoke, you're just, like... You're really hurting yourself. But there are some people who can use so much nicotine in a day and not feel any negative effects from it. It's just fucking crazy. I knew this one guy that smoked, like, half a carton a day. I'm like, how? How do you even have time to smoke that much? That sounds like you're literally lighting them up, one right after the other. You never stop. Poisoning your friends one friend at a time. I mean, sure, that's a way to get you to quit, but honestly, I feel like unless you do it yourself, unless you actually want to do it, you take the steps to doing it yourself, you struggle with it yourself. I mean, you know, you can have people that are supportive of you and help you or something like that when you're not feeling too great, but... You know, unless you do it yourself, I don't think you're going to stop doing it. You have to want to stop doing it, and you have to put yourself into the situations that you need to stop. Like, don't buy yourself cigarettes, obviously. Don't hang out in places where people smoke. You know, don't... You know, unfortunately, don't hang out with people who smoke at all. So if you've got a bunch of friends who smoke habitually, and, you know, they're not respecting you by not lighting up around you, then you know, and then again, you know, it's like they've been smoking around you for years. It is kind of rude to just all of a sudden say, "Oh, dude, could you not smoke around me?" I mean, if they're supportive, they'll be like, "Sure," but at the same time, like, dude has been smoking around you for years. Why does he have to stop? Because you've decided to stop. It's like you're inconveniencing somebody else. You know, and you know, you can walk away from them while they smoke. You know, I have friends who, you know, keep distance because they don't like the smell. And I heard, that's another thing. I heard that if you quit smoking and you're okay with it, like, you know, it's completely and totally out of your body and everything like that. If you quit smoking, you are going to absolutely hate the smell of cigarettes. Like, it will be repulsive to you. Like, once you get your sense of smell and everything back, because you kind of get like a form of anosmia. A lot of people do. Did I need one or two of those? I need two of those. And was it just the pigs? No, it's the big bats too. Now, from what I hear from all the people that have quit smoking, they say that it's a revelation. You know, it is 100,000% better than being a smoker. But at the same time, you know, it depends on the person. Like, your body could, like, completely and totally heal from it. You could get a lot of your, you can get a lot of your lung capacity back and all that other stuff. But there's also a chance that you won't get any of it back. And, that you could actually become more sick after smoking. I actually did, like, a paper on it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't quit. If you need to, no, please do. But you run a higher risk because of, if you quit smoking, you have to change a lot of behaviors. So if you quit smoking and you continue the lifestyle that you're in, okay, but you need to watch how much you eat. You need to watch your snacking. You need to watch out for other bad habits. So if you gain good habits by quitting smoking, like, let's say you quit smoking and you started, like, walking a couple of miles a day to get over it, you know, to give yourself some cardiovascular and to get yourself just moving and try to take your mind off of smoking or something like that. Or you started playing, like, a sports video game or something like that where you have to move around and do stuff. Or you took up a hobby like woodworking, or, you know, something to take your mind off of smoking, something to do with your hands, right? Well, there's a lot of people that pick up bad habits, like gum chewing. Excessive gum chewing is bad, especially since most gums now have aspartame in them. Aspartame is not good for you. A lot of gums have sorbitol in them. And sorbitol is, in high amounts, if you chew like a pack of gum a day, it's a laxative. It's a hospital-grade laxative. Let's see what else. There's sugar. Like, if you end up eating candies, if you pick up an oral habit besides the smoking, like you suck on Jolly Ranchers or something like that, or Dum Dums or whatever, you're taking in extra sugar from your normal eating habits. And what happens is a lot of people do replace smoking with food, especially sugar, to get that little dopamine hit, and then the next thing you know, diabetes. The rate during the study, because this study was done in like people who quit smoking, I think between 2003 to 2010. It was like a 7-year study. And they found that 70% of the people that they studied who quit smoking got diabetes. 70%. I was like, holy shit. Because it's just, and it was a smattering of people. I think it was something like 200 or 300 people. It wasn't a gigantic smatter, but it was big. And yeah, and there were a couple other papers too that were keeping an eye on people. Some people developed good habits. Some people developed even worse habits, like they went from smoking cigarettes to vaping, and that made it worse. That actually damaged their lungs even further. And yeah, because if you've been smoking for like 10, 15 years and then you decide to vape for like another 10 or 15 years, you already have damage in your lungs. And nicotine is one of those things. It's the combination of the nicotine and the smoke that make the little things in your lungs that push the mucus out. It makes them lay down and be inactive. Like the shit that a normal healthy person will breathe in smoke and cough a lot because it's developing phlegm and stuff all over your lungs. A smoker won't cough in like a plume of smoke usually, unless it's like really, really harsh smoke. But they also don't have a great way of coughing up crap. So yes, the longer you smoke, the more crap you cough up, but that's only because your lungs are actually at like half the ability to get rid of all the shit in your lungs. That's why a lot of smokers actually need Mucinex when they get sick, because it makes that crap pool up in your lungs and you cough it up easier. But yeah. Oh my god, it's so gross. Yeah, there's a lot of issues. There's a lot of things that happen, but there's something in your lungs, and I don't remember what it was. That I think somebody described it as like little hairs. That when you breathe, they move around, and when they get clogged up with mucus, they toss it. You know, they like it makes you cough, and then the stuff comes up easier. They learned the breathing techniques to breathe in a smoke-filled environment. The thing is, about a month, I think somebody told me, the last person that told me that they quit smoking, they said it took about a month, and they hacked up shit for 2 months straight, a month after quitting smoking. So, I guess the lungs reacclimate to not having smoke in them all the time and not being basically like dazed, like the whatever it is in your lungs that like help you cough things up. I guess they're no longer dazed or smothered or whatever it is that happens to them. And so I guess like your lungs start getting used to that, and then for anywhere between like a month to 3 months afterwards, you're just gonna constantly be coughing up just all kinds of nasty shit from your lungs that's been sitting there for a long time. A lot of people who die of complications from like 40 years of smoking just literally drown in their own lungs. And the worst part is, if you combine smoking with excessive drinking and some drug use and etc., the effects are like tenfold. I'm not necessarily saying that smoking cigarettes and weed is bad, but it's way worse than just doing one or the other. And then if you add drinking to that, drinking degrades everything in your body. It affects your bloodstream, it affects your liver, it affects your kidneys, it affects everything, including your lungs. And if you're an excessive drinker, an excessive smoker, and you do that for 20 to 30 years, your throat's gonna degrade. Because not only are you absorbing the tar and the nicotine and everything in your throat, but you're also burning your throat too with hard liquor or whatever else you're drinking, especially hard liquor or poorly distilled liquor. Don't drink poorly distilled liquor. It's horrible for you. It'll tear a hole in your throat. Stuff like that. Isn't that fun? Isn't the human body fun when you expose it to like years and years of abuse? Just like also, if you're like 400 pounds, you should not, if you want to lose weight, you should not just immediately go outside and jog. Your body is not capable of handling that kind of shock. Especially if you don't exercise at all. You'll destroy your knees in weeks, months. Depending on how heavy you are and how badly you run. Because guess what? A whole bunch of fat on your body kind of hinders your center of gravity. Throws you off. Boys are about a quarter of the way through those boxes here. Should be faster when they find that the stuff they pick up just needs to go into the stock room. Yeah, there's a lot of things I need to take care of this this holiday season. One of them is myself. Need to start reassessing, because not only is smoking expensive, but like a lot of things are starting to get expensive. And come January, we're gonna find out if our groceries are gonna be cheaper and that they're, you know, all that stuff that we were promised. So, we'll find out. Lower taxes and cheaper groceries and cheaper gas. We were promised all that stuff, right? We were promised an improved living conditions, basically. Lowered cost of living, more housing, better infrastructure. Better be getting all that and then some. I completely forgot to open the store. I'll open these packs first. Promise all the things, yeah. Well, we were promised that this country was going to be great again. It better sure as shit be. I don't take too kindly to people who don't keep their promises. Well, we all don't take too kindly to people who don't keep their promises. But apparently we do elect them. So... we've elected shysters in the past, so... hopefully this one isn't a shyster. Oh, sorry, adjusting. Had to put my feet down. Had my legs up for a bit, and now they're getting numb. I don't have RLS, which is a good thing, but it's like I don't like to sit down for too long. Unless I'm just egregiously tired. We still haven't seen a full art foil in a long, long time. I suppose on Friday we'll have to reassess. Well, tomorrow I'll decide, but it's like I have to just kind of reassess if we want to continue this pattern during this game, but there's not much else to do in the meantime while you're running the store. We elected the guy who screwed everything up back into office. Yes, people did elect that man. Well, probably not us. Yeah, people did. More than half of the American people did that. So, they must know something we don't, or they're just as stupid as we thought they were. Only time will tell. I mean, sure, anybody can make predictions on what's going to happen, but until it actually happens, all we have is conjecture, or all we have is an educated guess of what's going to happen. So, that doesn't mean people can't change their minds, it doesn't mean people can't, change who they are. Doesn't mean people can't make the right decision at the right time. I mean, doubling down on somebody who didn't do a great job to begin with. I mean, that's, I don't know. Honestly, I think that percentage of the voters don't have long-term memory more than 4 years. Well, true. I think that percentage of Americans who secured the vote for this person, I think they're crazy enough to want to see what happens. That was the reason that man got elected before. It was because it wasn't Hillary Clinton, whom not a lot of people trusted to begin with, and they wanted to see what would happen. They were pretty much dead wrong to think that a person like that could run the country, but they're apparently crazy enough to try it again. I don't think that's the consensus behind it, but it's politics. I think people are just tired of seeing things not change. dramatically change. See, the changes that come, fuck around and find out, fuck around and find out to Electric Boogaloo, exactly. This is basically America fucking around and finding out. So, we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna try to remain positive that things will be okay, but, you know, things have a way of getting worse before they get better. You know, the funny thing is that people, if somebody does something right, like they're supposed to do, and, you know, keep people from killing each other, but do it in a way that, like, isn't on, you know, TV with people yelling and screaming at each other. If people do things that, you know, helps the economy, but they do it because they were just doing their fucking job, like they should be doing, and not screwing over the economy even more, not raising inflation even more, you know, not causing shortages or surpluses or anything else like that. Nobody bats an eye. Nobody tells somebody, oh, you're doing a great job. They want to see dramatic, in your face, on the TV change. And that's not how the government works. The government does not pass a law and the shit immediately goes into effect. That's not how that works. Like, if they passed a law that completely and totally made it so that absolutely nobody is allowed to... What's a random thing? If they made it so absolutely nobody is allowed to walk down the street eating a banana. Okay? Some towns, like, if they just pass this law, I don't know why the hell they would, but let's just say nobody's allowed to eat bananas in public anymore. Okay? You have to put that law into effect, number one, and then number two, it has to be enforced. And enforcing something new confuses people, and it takes them forever to follow up on it. Not the bananas, I know, right? But it confuses people, and it takes them forever to follow up on it. So now you got to train all the police to stop anyone who's trying to eat a banana in public. And what do? Is it breaking the law? And if it is breaking the law, what do you do about it? Do you have to, like, escort them to a place where they can eat that banana? Or do you arrest them and confiscate the banana? Or, you know, and then that's where the states come in. It's like, it is now illegal to eat bananas here. And then some states will just completely get rid of bananas so that nobody can actually break that law. Then bananas will be on the black market in those states. That kind of shit. So, if you passed an economic policy like universal healthcare, not only would you have to dismantle all private insurance companies that deal with health insurance, which they're going to fight tooth and nail because it is an extreme profitable business. If you try to take those businesses apart, they're going to fight back. And even if you make it illegal to have insurance, something else is going to happen to where only rich people can get the best healthcare in the world. And then everybody else is just going to get, like, a Band-Aid. Unless you enforce from the bottom all the way to the top these laws. And you have to put infrastructure in place to exercise those laws, because people are still going to try to sell insurance on other things. So even if they successfully got rid of all the health insurance company, there's only one single payer health system in the United States. all of those insurance companies are going to move to other types of insurance: property insurance, auto insurance, art insurance, anything else, and the rates are going to skyrocket for everyone. It's going to become unattainable except for the rich. And even the rich are probably going to sit there and go, no, we don't want that. Then the next thing you know, so many people are out of work because they worked for these insurance companies. It's just, there's a lot of things to take into account. Not to mention, if you have a single payer health system in the United States, every hospital is only going to be paid by one single payer. Therefore, all those businesses that were, all those hospitals that were like very business minded don't have to worry about filing insurance papers because any office worker can do it that is familiar with medical billing, and they only have to charge to one company and everything is pretty much approved. So you're gonna kick out like 90% of your administrative staff, which is what most of healthcare is now. So anybody who is a medical biller, collection specialist, all this other stuff, they don't need them anymore. So now you have to find those people jobs. And they either need to become nurses, or they need to become doctors, or you need to shift that group of people from their career into another career. And that career has been in the United States since the 1960s. So that's going to be fun. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying it's going to take a lot of work. And that's why a lot of people are against it, because we're going to have to spend a whole hell of a lot of money to displace those companies, to displace those workers, to change all hospitals to government hospitals, and all doctors and nurses need to be paid by the government. And nobody wants to do that work. Not to mention all of those businesses that make medical supplies and make things for medical companies are extremely profitable. So those people are going to lose money too. Because the United States is not going to pay, the $5,000 they charge for a catheter system. Just like when Michael Moore brought those people to Cuba that were having all kinds of respiratory problems and they all needed like inhalers and shit. And then the lady found out that the inhaler that she pays $175 per inhaler for is only 5 cents in Cuba. That lady damn near shit herself. And that was in like 2002. That lady was so fucking pissed. And the worst part is, she wouldn't be able to, like, fill a suitcase full of them and take them back to the United States because they'd arrest her for trafficking. Think you're allowed to have 2 inhalers? Yeah, it's kind of horrible. Kinda horrible. Then, which packs are these? Oh, it's those. Okay. Like, why are these out here? This bro's like, gotta have 2 figurines before I leave. Apparently they both lost because they were like, no! Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Damn, dude wants to open some cards when he gets home. $1,100 as he's leaving the store. Damn. Okay. Oops. That was caps lock. I didn't want to hit that. That one. Those are fine. Yellow decks and deck boxes. Yellow deck. Yellow deck. Blue sleeves and those things. Albums. That's it. Collector albums. Rare boxes. Normal rare boxes. Destiny rare and Destiny epic boxes times 2. Destiny rare. 2 of those, and then 1 of those. And let's see. It's the medium stars? Okay. Those. Big bats. Those. Volume 4. That one's about the pretty flower lady. And then red super premium deck. Think that's it. Gamus. Order the stock. Pay the bills. And yeah, we went from 2,100 a day to like, or 2,200 a day to 2,700 a day. So that means all that extra space was like $500 more a month or a day, rather. Oh, can I not be on top of those boxes? Does it not let me be on top of the boxes? I cannot stand on top of the boxes. That's interesting. Whatever, let's get this stock in here. You bitches are too slow. Do. Out of my way, bitch. Wee. Yeah, go stock those shelves. Yep, I am just under the impression that we're just kind of spinning our wheels here. Like the game... I don't think the game is properly programmed enough to let you collect all the cards. And honestly, there's just not enough avenues of collection. I could see that if you went to TCG Price, right? You went to this website, you can look up all the stats and everything of all the cards and all that stuff, but there's no option to buy anything. Like... bulk box? Why is there... HGMGPG? I really don't get that, but whatever. If you go to a site like this, there's always an option to buy the cards in real life. So the fact that I can't like just purchase the card for its market value or for, you know, that there isn't like an eBay or, you know, TCG Player like app where I can go on there and yeah, maybe I have to pay the 20 to 40% premium to have it. But, you know, or even like a 50 or 100% premium. But there's no option to buy it so that I can fill my binder with all the correct cards. And there's no NPCs that come in and trade with you to complete card sets or anything like that. You know, you could look through it and just like see what their most valuable cards are and then, you know, try to lowball them a little bit, maybe, and then that's it. And then you'll have all those cards in your collection, and then you can sell them or put them on display or do whatever you want. It's like, And I'm still kind of bothered that you can't... By the way, this wall slatting right here, this is very expensive to install. An entire wall of wall slats like this that you're supposed to be able to hang, like... What do you call them? Pegs? You're supposed to be able to hang pegs and all kinds of stuff out in these. This wall right here would probably cost you about $5,000. Just in these wooden slats and the material and everything that you need to put into it. Not to mention how much the pegs would be to be hanging from the wall. But this is kind of an inaccurate thing because you can't hang anything from the wall. Like if I were to take one of these things, I can't just place it on the wall. You know, the wall is actually kind of useless. I can't open this. I can't do anything with this. I would love to hang these things from the wall and the ceiling and the windows and just like wherever I can put decorations and just make my store like somebody threw up in it. But I'm not allowed to do that because the game doesn't have that kind of feature yet. But these walls are for hanging merchandise off of. Yet you have to buy shelves. Now, there's not a lot of people that know that wall slatting like this is actually made to be hanging merchandise off of it, but I'm just telling you, practically, in the real world, this is extremely expensive to put on a wall, and you have to get all the materials and everything like that to use the pegs and everything, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. So, this store would be incredibly expensive, and these walls are useless if this is a storeroom. All of the walls should actually look like that, or they should just be painted a normal color. Don't know many people who use wood paneling anymore. This is not the 1970s. The floors are kind of okay. They're just always dirty, but so are anybody's wood floors. So, just a couple little things to pick at. Maybe they put in that slatting thinking you could just, you know, put hooks in the wall and hang all your stuff off the walls, but maybe they just didn't get around to it, and that was like one of the very first design choices, and they were just like, nah, fuck it, it's fine. It's a cool design. Just go with that. Now, as I mentioned before, there's a lot of little things in this game, and technically, as far as I'm aware, let's actually Alt-Tab to confirm this. This game is store page. This is an early access game. So, you can buy the game, but it's literally games in early access are not complete and may not change further. So it's fun to play, but it's missing a lot of things that could be better. And yes, they're working on it, and they're doing everything they can to do patches and updates. But this is still an early access game. This game is not complete. So we should not expect it to be perfectly polished. It's in big bold letters, early access game. You can still buy it for $13 and you will have a copy of the game, but it is still early access. And all the content for this game was already posted on every social media website everywhere. So anything that they add to this game has to significantly change the game in a positive way. Otherwise, nobody's going to make any more content on it. They might come back to it for like one stream or so, but that's about it. They have some things to do. Because the main premise of the game, we've already discovered, is this. This is the main point of the game. It's not running the store. Because you would have to run it by yourself and not have any employees. Or have employees that only do one job at a time. Yes. But there would be more to do. You would have to talk to customers. Or play a game with customers or something like that. Something to keep the customers happy. Having a little Yelp app that does not actually affect your bottom line does not help. This is the thing, the reviews. This is what people did they think they are the only shop in town that sells cards? With that price, I hope no one buys them. So they're posting just random things that customers are complaining about, like they didn't have the thing that I wanted, or they're charging too much for their singles, or they're charging too much for everything else. Everything's too expensive. Everything's so cheap. Blah, blah, blah. It really does not seem to have affected how many customers come in the store. The only thing that seems to really affect customers is if they don't like the smell of the store because of stinky people, and then they'll run away and not come back. But the next day they'll come back, so who cares? But you don't want the store to be full of stinky people and then everybody just writes a bad review saying, oh my god, the store smells like a garbage pit. You know. Sorry, need to get a drink. Like I said, I'm getting hoarse. The end of these streams. Near the end of these streams, because I just don't talk this much. Oh boy. We'll finish out this day. I don't have to go to work incredibly early tomorrow, but I have other things I want to do before I go to bed. And since all we did was play this, I don't see a point in like starting anything else up or turning anything else on. We'll finish out episode 21, and then we'll probably reassess and play something different on Friday, because, hoo boy, it has just been this. I'm not saying we won't come back to this game, but we should probably spend a couple streams not cracking packs. Because, quite honestly, this is the main premise of this game. It is to collect all the cards, and especially the ghost cards. And that's basically how you've decided you won. And I don't know what the maximum amount of days is either. If you have a maximum amount of days, or if you earn a maximum amount of money. I don't know how that works. Is there a way to win the game? I don't think there is. Simulator games don't technically have win scenarios unless they give you a list of things to complete. And if you've completed all those things, then you've won. Because you've technically completed all the tasks on the list. If there are no more tasks, then all you're doing is collecting money or collecting points. Yeah. Well, money took off pretty quick. We'd like to offer you an extended warranty for the car. Or for your car. Oh, you want to buy the car, La? I give you discount. No, sir, I don't want to buy the car. I'll sell you 2 for 1. I don't think I can use law. I don't think I'm allowed to. It seems like reserved for certain people. And I don't mean ethnically. I think you have to have a little bit of an attitude to be able to use law. You have to talk at a certain speed. Now, Uncle Roger told everybody that they can use Hi-Ya, but he didn't say if everybody could use La. I think that's reserved. Medium pigs, medium raw. Medium is premium. Flat is justice, medium is premium. I mean, I like them all, but... Well, almost all of them. Got all that ordered. Okay. Anything incredibly empty? It does not seem like it. Okay. We'll order the things. Ow! All the things hurt. Just all the things. Something that really made me think was that, watching the TV show of some kind, and there was this guy that was like smoking and drinking or something like that at the same time. He was doing two things that were just like considered unhealthy, right? And a person told him, like, you know, you keep doing that, you're just gonna lose your health to that stuff. And the guy was like, I mean, I don't really value my health all that much, so what do I care? That actually really made me think. It's like, how much do you value your health? Like, what makes health valuable? Like, being able to breathe and move and, you know, I suppose not feel a lot of pain and not feel like you've lost something, or like whatever the case may be, like whatever your definition of good health is. And there was another show where somebody like said the same thing to another person. It's just like, dude, you keep smoking, you know, weed like that, or cigarettes or something. I just don't remember what it was. The people harp on each other in TV shows all the time for bad habits, like drinking or smoking or whatever. And this guy was like, who the hell do I need to keep myself pristine for? I was like, I mean, is that it? Is it your future? Is it your future gains? You keep yourself like more healthy, you have a higher chance of attracting a mate? Is that what you're saying? Like, or I suppose if you've already had children, you want to keep yourself alive as long as you can until they've grown to the point where they can take care of themselves? That's really about it. So maybe you keep yourself healthy because you want to be with your significant other as long as possible, or to make sure your progeny lives within your, you know, make sure your progeny is fine. Is that it? Health, what is that? Is it tasty? Yes. Apparently it is. Well, I mean, you know, if you smell bad and all that other stuff, you're gonna... I suppose you're gonna pay for that in spades. So...